Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we're once again back on Fortnite Battle Royale, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the new Infinity Blade and some ways that you can keep this blade, actually make it further into the game, and give yourself a chance of winning, keeping yourself alive and keeping your teammates alive if you're playing duos or squads. As most of you guys know by now, every single Fortnite lobby, whether you're playing solos, duos, or squads, are absolutely hectic at the beginning at Polar Peak. Everyone is trying to get this thing because it's brand new, completely understandable, but it's just chaos after chaos after chaos. I really haven't seen an effective strategy that other players have been using to get this thing and make it further into the game while keeping themselves and their teammates alive. And I wanted to make a video and share with you guys what me and my friends have done to actually successfully make it further into the game, keeping all of us alive and having the sword. So there's two things that you really want to pay attention to at the beginning of the game. The first thing is you don't want to be the first person to try to get the sword, because although you may get it, getting tagged teams by 25 people is not going to end well. Although the sword is very powerful, you're constantly gaining health. You have 200 health, 200 shield. Like 20 guys shooting at you, it's not going to do well for you. So you don't want to be the first person to get the sword. You also don't want to be the first person to go after the guy that gets the sword, because there's a good chance he's going to kill several people before he gets taken down. The key is, and I want to start by talking about playing duos or squads, preferably squads, because this is the best way that I've found to get this sword. You want to land with your entire squad up at one of these buildings. Now, as most of you guys know, the Polar Peak, the original Polar Peak, didn't have a lot of these buildings, right? They added those in when they added the sword, and some of these are actually really good. Now, I think personally the best building to go to is the one that's halfway in the mountain that has the door that you have to crouch to get in. I'll show you guys. It's the furthest to the right if you're facing the sword from off the mountain. If you land at this house, most people don't go to this house. There's very few people. I've run this strat over and over and over again. Occasionally you'll get one or two players to go here, but most of the time no one goes here because it's half a house and it's in the side of the mountain. It's kind of difficult to get into. Most people are going to the house that's right there next to the sword that is multiple stories and has lots and lots of weapons in it and a few chests as well. So you do want to go to the smaller house. I would recommend landing there with your entire squad. There's enough weapons in there for everybody. Generally, when you walk in the door that you have to crouch in the front, there's going to be a weapon to your left. If you go upstairs, there's going to be weapons at the end of the hallway, and then there's going to be a chest up there. So most of the time, everybody's going to be able to get something that's going to shoot or do damage. The key is you want to keep your squad together, and if you're playing duos, you want to stay next to your teammate. You don't want to separate, because either what's going to happen is someone else that gets a gun in one of the other houses is going to take out one of your teammates, or the guy with the sword is going to take out one of your teammates. So you want to keep your entire squad alive. You want to make sure that you have plenty of ammo, and you kind of want to just wait it out. You don't want to run out in the open and get into the middle of the gunfight immediately, because there's going to be guys coming down from the top of the hill. There's going to be guys coming up from the bottom of the hill. There's going to be airplanes coming from wherever, because people are always flying airplanes in, and then there's going to be a maniac running around with a giant sword. So you kind of want to let the chaos die down a little bit and keep your squad alive. Now, the key to killing the dude with the sword is having all four of your guys converge at once. And what's nice is if you actually are patient and you let the guy with the sword actually go out and start fighting people, he's going to have a lot less health when it comes time to you fighting him. Because again, if you're the first person to go after this dude, he's going to have full health, full shield. It's going to be very easy for him to kill you. However, if you guys hide, you guys chill in that building and just play defensive and let everybody else get in this gunfight, eventually whoever ends up with the sword is not going to have a lot of health and shield, and there's not going to be a lot of players left to take out. So the key is you want to play defensive. You want to keep your teammates alive. Now, if you're playing solo, it's so much more chaotic and it's so much more difficult. I feel like personally it's dumb luck. It's the same scenario. Getting the sword at the beginning of the game, especially in solo, you're going to have 30 dudes all around you, and yeah, you're going to be able to take out a lot of them, but it's very, very difficult to take out everyone. If you're playing solo, what I would recommend doing is getting the sword and bouncing. And so many players don't do that because they want to get a ton of kills. If you're looking to win the game with the sword, getting the sword, killing a few dudes that are around you, and getting the hell out is the best way to do it, because not only you'll be able to regenerate your health and you'll be able to get away from 30 dudes on top of a mountain. So if you're playing solo, I think that's the best way to go. Playing duo, same thing with squads. You know, you want to wait it out. You want to let everybody else kind of get their shots in, let everybody have the damage done, and then you can kind of go out and start taking out people and trying to get the sword. But like I said, guys, the best building, I promise you, the best building to go to is the small one. that's like halfway in the mountain there that you have to crouch to get in the doorway. This building is so underrated. It's insane. There's so many people that aren't going here, and I feel like making this video, there's going to be a lot of people that go here now that watch my videos, but it's a major key alert, DJ Khaled. It works well, and it's, you know, we did this. We played like 50 games the other night. We just kept doing this over and over and over again and trying out new things, and this is what worked the best. And I find that getting the sword and making it further into the game is easiest with the squad. Doing it in duos, possible. Doing it in solos, extremely annoying. But when you have a squad, when you have teammates that back you up and you're actually communicating with them, you can do this really, really easily. So follow this strategy. Go into that small house, play defensive, let everybody kind of get their shots in, let an airplane or two come by and start shooting the dude with the sword. And then you can go out and get it. One thing I do want to point out, once you kill the guy with the sword, it obviously you can instantly pick it up, right? You don't have to pull it out of the ground again. But what I would recommend doing is guarding it when it's on the ground, or even at the beginning if nobody grabs it, you know, and everybody's kind of still shooting each other. What I would do is I would build around it and kind of just protect it, because a lot of times people are just aimlessly running down for it without any weapons, just going for it, making it very easy to kill people. And you're gonna have to deal with airplanes. People are gonna be flying around in airplanes, so it's smart to try to take out those guys before you get the sword. So that you don't have to worry about getting shot while trying to get it or getting shot while you have it. So pay attention to who you have to kill before you go after it. This strategy should work well for you guys. It's worked well for my friends and I. So if you guys have anything else to add, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. If you guys ever have any problems or have any questions, again, make sure to leave a comment. I'll be sure to try to help some of you guys out. But anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.